Let's start with a rhetorical question. Is there any such thing as the Abuja attitude? For all intents and purposes, Abuja, Nigeria's hyperventilated official capital city, is convergence point with a prime status. It is a city primed for Nigeria's cream de la cream elites in politics, business, military, diplomats, technocrats, and broadly all that fall within the brackets of elevated lifestyle. Located in the geographically presumed middle of Nigeria, it is officially the center of unity, claimed and identified by everyone and owned by no one. Abuja is one of the few cities in the world built from ground up with a singular existential purpose, which is to be a unifying and rallying point for Nigerians. Some of the few cities in this elite league are Berlin, New Delhi, Washington, Beirut, Islamabad, Rio de Janeiro, Dubai, and Kuala Lumpur. Abuja is a city with a character all by itself, bringing all kinds of tendencies together in delicate mix or balance of sort. It is hotbed of politics, intrigues, backstabbing, living large, grandstanding posturing, and mythical grandeur. It has a mayoral status and currently holds the 8th highest population in the country. It replaced Lagos as the federal capital in December 1991. Beyond its rocky topography, vegetation, and bare open land, it holds a robust medley of Nigeria's socio-cultural plurality and diversity. All converge in this singular territory. Quite notably, apart from its political and administrative profile, which makes it a natural attraction to power play, interest canvassing, and horse trading, Abuja also generates an uncanny traction for all kinds of tendencies. From the elevated scale, high and mighty, with refined etiquettes, to the rather rough, uncouth wannabes. As the nation's capital, it is a hub for economic, social, financial, commercial, and policy prompting activities. All decisions that matter are taken here, and as such, Abuja accommodates people from within and outside Nigeria in pursuit of different interests and agenda. Over time, the city has unwittingly generated an attitude and character many consider peculiar to the city, for good and for bad. Since all those that have a decisive stay in the affairs of the country are in the territory across all arms of government, politics, and policy power play significantly color the attitudes, engagements, and interaction among residents. With the president, ministers, lawmakers, judges, ministries, departments, and agencies, as well as international organizations, embassies, important national and multinational bodies, all here, Abuja is like game of poker. Urbanization and migration are also inevitably twin critical factors that bear on the cost of living, security, housing, transportation, healthcare, and lifestyles within the city. Life in Abuja is stratified between the haves and have-nots, the rich and poor, the affluent and influential, and those scouting for status. Being the 8th most populated place in Nigeria and usually categorized as the place for the richest and the most influential in the country, it naturally harbors lots of people who try by all means to act and live up to reckoning at great pains just to fit into the perceived quintessential social bracket. For the most part, the I belong profile is pretentious, fictitious, and plastic. Often, some individuals go through the extremes of lying, name dropping, and acquiring fraudulent identities and exhibit make believe impressions. This has even projected the unenviable profile of Abuja as packaged city of phony impressions. Some individuals borrow limited edition, sleek and posh cars and clothes to pose and attend social and official functions. The propensity to flaunt and be attached to exotic apartments in highbrow neighborhoods has also gained traction as an Abuja attitude. Attention seeking is grand norm within Abuja cycle, making impression as what is now called the social prefects is a rising craze in Abuja, all aimed at gaining visibility in circles that matter and secure a spot in the city's events calendar. Abuja is known for having about the most expensive housing costs on the continent, not because such are outlandish, but as a stamp of financial and social class. Asokoro and Maitama in Abuja rank as having about the highest housing cost in the country. Amidst this, several high-end apartments lay unoccupied for the singular reason of costs. However, living away from highbrow neighborhoods drops an individual's social standing based on a so-called Abuja estimation. Equally, out of the ordinary is the situation where engaging a handyman for technical service such as repair or maintenance work is an invitation to cunning above the normal charges on the pretext that it is in the character of Abuja. That is the way things are done. There are no low-hanging fruits in Abuja, a metaphorical expression that captures the convoluted lifestyle in Abuja. This is part of an ingrained but distorted sense of sharing the national cake. On the whole, living in Abuja comes with its own costs, dynamics, attitude, style, and character. Some good, others not so good. However, just as other similar cities of elevated status around the world, Abuja holds a special aura among Nigerians and for Nigeria. It holds an awe and essence that is not diminished by the preferences, attitudes, excesses, and lifestyle of its residents and those who encounter its bureaucratic flamboyance and unique position as Nigeria's center of unity, claimed by all but owned by none. A primed city with a welcome.